saw the title of this called Scope School. For those who've been following me and know a little bit more of how I do things on here, Scope School is something that I started on my website at troxelcreative.com. If you go there, you can click on Scope School, and what's cool is I've been doing this for a while now, pretty much since I started on Periscope. And what's cool is when we do a scope, whether it's myself or I have a guest, I end up taking it, uploading it to, there you go, I end up upload it to YouTube so that it can be on YouTube, to be present if anybody actually wants to discover it on YouTube. But then the most important part, the most important part is that I actually take that video and embed it on my website in Scope School so that it's a blog post for you to go to. You can rewatch the episode, you can see the resources that we talk about, all of that. Discover on here or that you want to catch up on, you're going to go over to edtroxelcreative.com and click on Scope School, and you'll be able to see things there. You can also comment. So, you know, when comments go through here like crazy, it's hard to connect with each other and it's hard to catch what your question is. So that's where I encourage you to post your questions so that then I can follow up and we can actually have a good conversation on there for that. So that's what Scope School is. And if we get new people later, we'll probably retouch on that. But Ciara and I were talking about what the topic should be for today, and we got a few. Yeah, we got a few people talk to us about different topics, and we chose one.
Stay motivated. This was actually from me. I watched a YouTube video the other day. I had mentioned her before. She had which one was it? That was, oh gosh, her name's Ingrid Nielsen.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm like blanking on what it was that I brought up before. But she's really awesome, and she did this whole thing about, because she works from home. She's a YouTuber. She does her own, merchandising things as well. But my favorite thing about what this was, I think that works.
There you go.
Anyway, but she was talking about how to stay motivated when you work from home. And I have a regular, 9-to-5 job, if that's what you call it. Like a regular job where I go to some place and they give me a paycheck, but I also do my stuff on my own. So how do I stay motivated? How do I stay on track when I'm the one in charge of my schedule? I'm in charge of telling Ciara, what are you doing at this time? So it was really empowering to watch this YouTube video. If you want to see it, it's on her channel. Her name is Ingrid Nielsen. The cool thing about what she was saying was that she makes a clear divide with her time. So when she gets up, she gets dressed. Like, she may work from home, but she gets dressed. She gets ready like she's going to go somewhere. She has breakfast, and my favorite thing about that was that she makes distinct decisions about what she's doing through her day. If she's staying in her pajamas, then she's saying, yeah, I'm gonna take it casual today. I might get right back into bed. She doesn't do work from bed. She has she makes her room her sanctuary where there's no electronics in there. There's no TV, no computer allowed, depending on maybe what you're doing. But there's no work in her room. So she has a separate room completely, and then she makes herself a little bit of a schedule. So, as human beings, we need to get up every so often and walk around, and we need to feed ourselves, and we need to do these things. So when you're in charge of your own schedule, it's really easy to lose track of time.
This is true.
Extremely easy to lose track of time, and you're like, wow, I worked on this for 3 hours and I don't think I've really made any progress. But if you set timers for yourself, then you can see your progress, because you're taking a break. You're going to go have a nice small healthy snack, or take a walk, take your dog for a walk. Maybe you just meet a friend for coffee for an hour and then come back to work for yourself. That's what we're talking about. But the interesting thing about that is that, again, you're in charge of all of that, and it's only going to keep you motivated because you're on your own track. You're on your own schedule.
I love that. And, be sure to comment down below, continue commenting down below what maybe your best practices are, or what you've tried. Maybe it didn't work out for you, whatever that may be.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Yeah, like yesterday. So yesterday was a crazy busy day, totally motivational, pumped up. I was on cloud 9, still am. Things are going great. But what was funny is that I made this long to-do list. I mean, it was at least 10.
Oh, I have something to add when you're
on
done.
At least one of my lists. So it was just one of my to-do lists, and it had 10 things on there. Well, as I was going through and looking at things, I would go check them out. There's a lot of things I had to follow up with online. And then I checked something off, but it wasn't actually on my list. So it was one of those things where it was like, you know what I'm talking about. You
made progress, but not on your list.
Exactly. You knew that you needed to get it done. It was gonna be on that list eventually, but you got it checked off. And then the most disappointing part was going to that list and realizing it's not there for me to check off. So I tweeted about that yesterday. I thought that was hilarious.
I would just add it to the list so you have a check mark.
Yeah.
Check.
Yep.
You feel like you made progress. Actually, again, on this video, she makes lists for herself. So she does like prioritizes her personal stuff. Like I need to take out the garbage at a certain time, or I need to go to the store. And then she has like another on the same page. She has another column that is work-related things. And then she takes a Post-it and she just shows. She puts her list, you can't even see what I'm doing. So her lines are like this. She takes a Post-it and she covers everything underneath it. So you're only managing a small thing at a time. You're breaking down your list. Yeah, so it seems manageable, way more manageable. And that's the other key to staying motivated is that you have manageable tasks.
That is true. And, especially if you're working from home or if you're just your sole proprietor and you're just doing your own business and you don't really have, a 9-to-5 to go to, that is key. Like, you really do have to, because time can just flip through it's gone. I mean, I'm not the type that I can just stay in bed all day. I can't even, once
anxiety.
I'm up. Yeah.
Anxiety.
And I can't stay in PJs, past, a half hour after I'm out of bed.
No, I get up and I get dressed.
Yeah.
Brush my teeth first.
Even if I have nowhere to go, I still am going to do that, But I will say, we have so many things pulling at us, especially if you're an entrepreneur, with not only your clients and your friends, your family, but also social media, right? Like, this is constantly pulling you. And that number, 1, 2, 5, 20, whatever, on your Facebook and your Twitter and your emails, those are always pulling at you. New laundry. Can't start last one. Nice. I love it. That's good.
That's a great one, actually.
That is. Thank you for sharing that. So it's one of those things where you really just have to define those boundaries, even if you are at home. Sometimes it's actually harder to be at home all the time.
There's something about working from home that, you are distracted. All of your stuff is there. Your Netflix is there, your snacks are there, your animals are there. I find excuses and reasons for me to not do stuff while I'm at home. So having dedicated space for when I sit here, your brain, your body is on a schedule where I get up about the same-ish time every day. I get dressed, I brush my teeth, I have coffee, and then I sit down at my designated area. Your mind and your body know the routine. We're creatures of habit, and when we want to be on that, we want to be on a schedule. So when you sit down at that designated area, you shouldn't be as distracted, especially if you've kind of marked it off as this is my space to work.
Well, and it's true too. I love that you mentioned she was talking about how basically in the bedroom there's no electronics and things like that. And that's the big part, is that I have that rule in my room as well, is that I will have my phone charging in the bathroom, so it's not in my room. You can't wake me up. It's always on vibrate. So unless it's an emergency and somebody out there in the stars is pushing me to wake up, I'm not going to hear it, which is great.
Do you have a regular alarm clock?
I do.
Weird.
Well, I do in the sense
phone.
It's my phone, but it's on a dock that's part of a clock thing.
Got it.
It's a speaker, so it comes through there, so I can hear it then. But I do that, and I make sure that I have no TV. I haven't had TV in my room for whatever.
We'll put our handles on his website at edtruxelcreative.com.
But you can also tap the little boop dude there, and you'll see there's my handle right there. If you share it or tap on my face there, you'll be able to follow me on Twitter. But yeah, so having that in the having that stuff outside the bedroom is so nice.
Huge.
Especially, this is a little side note, especially if you guys, you're in a relationship and you guys are having some issues because you're addicted to the phone or the iPad or TV shows because you're catching up. This would be definitely a great one to try out, is, not having that in your bedroom.
Such a struggle.
Being able to remove that and have that as your, okay, this is our disconnect, this is where we actually can connect with each other, is huge. So just throwing that out there, little, free relationship tip.
Even the relationship with yourself.
It's true.
Sometimes I'm I shouldn't be on my phone right now. I mean, how many times have you heard that electronics 30 minutes before bed, if in that 30 minutes right before you shut your eyes to go to sleep, it's like gonna fry your brain. That's what I hear.
Right,
But it's
right.
really more about like you're still processing. You're still thinking. You haven't given yourself enough time to come down and actually like relax enough to be in the kind of sleep that your body needs. And it's still like coming down off of all the electronic processing that it's doing. I don't have all the scientific lingo. I'm sorry.
Be sure to check out Scope School over on edtroxelcreative.com, and we'll see you soon, all right?
Share his video and subscribe.
Take care. You guys, welcome to those who are joining. If you don't know who I am, my name's Ed Troxel, and I'm Ed Troxel Creative, your creative consultant.
There it is.
You like how I did that almost spot on
I
without
liked
any
it.
issues? That was awesome.
Next time.
Next time.